What vaccine can you now get on the Palouse? And have you seen this animal roaming around? Here on Murrow News 8.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Jay Bradley. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
Hello, I'm Josue Cuevas. The federal courthouse in Yakima had to be evacuated along with a few businesses due to a suspicious package that arrived. An X-ray examination of the package revealed a cell phone with multiple wires coming from it. Bomb technicians from the Yakima Training Center were dispatched, and they now say the courthouse and the surrounding area is safe.
According to CNN, President Joe Biden is moving up the deadline for states to make all adults eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine. Biden announced that every adult in the country should be eligible for the vaccine by April 19th. That date is up 2 weeks from the original date of May 1st. Biden stated that the country is on track to reach its goal of 200 million vaccine shots in arms by his 100th day in office.
People across the Palouse will now have access to the Johnson & Johnson single-dose vaccine. The North Central District of Idaho Public Health in Lewiston and Pullman Regional Hospital will be hosting vaccine clinics for the Latah and Whitman counties this Friday. If you work or live in the counties, you can receive the vaccine at these clinics. However, at Latah counties, you must be over the age of 18.
One of Whitman County's main priorities for vaccine distribution will be to get as many WSU students vaccinated as possible before they leave for the summer. According to Whitman County Public Health Director Chris Skidmore, the hope is there are enough vaccine allocations to meet demand and ensure that students get their shots before the spring semester ends. Skidmore also said he has heard from WSU that many students are willing to stay in Pullman until they get their second dose of the vaccine.
Traveling volumes are starting to increase at SeaTac International Airport, with the security lines creeping out to the parking garage during peak times. According to SeaTac, travel volumes in March were down 37% from last year when the pandemic started, but those numbers are going up. More than 30,000 people are passing through security checkpoints, making the lines longer to create the 6 feet of space between people, and it cuts down the line space down 70%. WSU will host a drive-through graduation celebration on May 1st. Details about the event will be shared in the coming weeks. President Kirk Schulz says, quote, "Unfortunately, at this time, an in-person commencement ceremony simply far exceeds what is permissible," unquote. WSU will instead host a system-wide virtual spring commencement celebration on May 8th.
Former U of I Associate Director of Alumni Relations Tim Helmke pleaded not guilty to 3 felonies on Monday. Helmke was charged with 2 counts of forgery and 1 count of misuse of public money. Helmke is accused of making more than $2,700 in unauthorized purchases using his UI purchase card between 2019 and 2020.
There is a llama on the loose in Moscow. The llama is missing from his home on Hendricks Road, northeast of Moscow. According to a social media post yesterday, it was last seen by Randall Flat and Balua Road this morning. If seen, call the sheriff's office at 208-882-2216, and the reference incident number is 2021-01494.
A local artist, business, and nonprofit group have teamed up to create a Black Lives Matter-themed mural on the side of a downtown Pullman building. The public donated almost $14,000 in 2 days to pay for the mural, which was designed by Jiemie Lin. The mural will go up on the wall facing Paradise Street of the building that houses Noshis and Blasphemy on Kimayakan Street. Pullman Arts Foundation has managed the mural efforts.
Well, law was passed in Arkansas today.
And how this plan can affect your taxes. Coming up on Murrow News 8.
Washington State University, an institute of...
Wait, let me show you WSU.
We're about being hands-on and getting our hands dirty. We bring art to science and science to wine. We build Mars rovers and launch new medical schools, with the occasional pizza break. Now back to work, because we're always moving forward and leaving our mark on the world. Now that's my WSU.
Arkansas became the first state to ban gender-affirming treatments for those under 18. Governor Asa Hutchinson had vetoed the bill. However, that did not stand for long after the State House and Senate voted to override his veto. LGBTQ advocates strongly oppose this bill, while the CDC also fears the damage it could cause amongst trans youth. The ALCU is also preparing litigation, according to CNN.
2 U.S. Navy sailors are in the hospital with gunshot wounds after a fellow sailor opened fire at the facility in Frederick, Maryland. Monday morning, the soldier who opened fire then drove to Fort Detrick, a nearby military base, where he was shot and killed by police. The Navy identified the gunman as Fantahun Gurma Wolstenbet.
President Biden is now promoting his $2.3 trillion infrastructure plan to Americans with an appeal to think big. Republicans in Congress are making the bet that it is more advantageous to oppose the costly American jobs plan, but Biden says this is needed to pay for the corporate tax hike. Biden also says he wants investments in roads, schools, broadband, and clean energy approved by the summer.
The MLB announced yesterday that the upcoming All-Star Week has been officially moved from Atlanta, the home of the Braves, to Denver, the home of the Colorado Rockies. This announcement comes days after the MLB decided to move from Atlanta due to a new Georgia law that has civil rights groups concerned about its potential to restrict voting access for people of color. Commissioner of Baseball Robert Manfred also stated the 2021 MLB draft will be relocated and a new location is yet to be determined.
Feels like spring outside. Jake, can you tell us if this weather will last?
Thank you, Jay. I am broadcasting you guys from over on the west side of the state, and it might be hard to tell from the Zoom camera, but it's actually pretty nice out. Not a cloud in the sky, blue skies. We'll get to the state map in a second, but over in Pullman, high of 59 degrees. Sun was out today. Beautiful day. Pretty mild winds. Hope you got out today and enjoyed that sunshine. And going into tomorrow is more of the same with a high of 61 degrees. However, winds are gusting, 12 to 15 mile an hour winds during the day, and that could get up all the way to 26 miles an hour in the nighttime. It's going to get down to 34 degrees as well, and chances of rain and snow are in play. As we go over to the state map, we start with the west side of the state. As I said, it is beautiful out there. Olympia and Seattle both nearing 60 degrees with that sunshine peering out from the clouds. Going into the central part of the state, Yakima and Tri-Cities near 70 degrees in both of those cities. Tri-Cities at 69 degrees and Yakima at 68. Great weather, great spring weather over in the central part of the state. And then on the east side, as I talked about, Pullman is at 59 degrees and Spokane doing just a little bit better at 62 degrees, both with the sun out. As we go over to the 5cast, as we talked about for tomorrow, 61 degrees, like we said, and the rain and snow that's going to be during the nighttime is going to go into Thursday morning as well. However, that rain and snow will disappear, but it's going to be only 49 degrees during Thursday, so hope you get out tomorrow and enjoy that sunshine. We go over to Friday. The sun is going to come back out, 57 degrees, near 60 degrees again, like it's been recently, so Friday is a good day to go out and enjoy the sun, but Saturday, snow is back. It seems like Pullman can't decide what it wants to do with the weather this week. Snow, 40% chance of snow on Saturday with a high of 47 and a low all the way down to 27, below 30 degrees. But then Sunday, snow is back out. And on the screen, it says 41 degrees, but the high is actually going to be 51 on Sunday. So as you can see from the 5cast, don't really know. You go out on the days that are sunny and stay inside on those snowy days. Back to you guys on the desk.
Thanks, Jake. One new player is coming to the Palouse.
And what team took it all in the NCAA championship? Next on Murrow News 8.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, the boss's boss. If 1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes, that means it could be you, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work. Thanks.
You, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org to know where you stand.
Good evening. I'm Ava Wainhouse with your sports. WC football has added running back Wisconsin transfer Nakia Watson to their team, with an announcement on Instagram coming from Watson just yesterday. After his redshirt season, Watson in only 2 seasons at Wisconsin rushed for 522 yards and 5 touchdowns on 127 carries. The 5'11" running back was Wisconsin's highest rated rusher this past season, coming out of high school ranked 4 stars and the number 11 running back in the country. Watson told The Athletic in January that he wants to bring the Thunder to Washington State. March Madness came to an end last night as Baylor defeated Gonzaga 86-70, winning their first NCAA basketball championship. The Bears dominated a high-stakes game, getting a 9-point lead right from the start. This makes Baylor the first men's team to lead start to finish in a title game since 2014. According to NPR, Baylor coach Scott Drew said, quote, "When the best is needed, the best is provided. The better the opponent, the better they play," end quote. With this defeat, Baylor ended Gonzaga's hope for an undefeated season. The Big Maple is back on the mound for the Seattle Mariners. Lefty starter James Paxton toes the rubber tonight for the Mariners for the first time since being traded by the team after the 2018 season. He will face off the Chicago White Sox and their ace Lucas Giolito, as the M's look to bounce back after getting shut out tonight. The game starts tonight at 7:10. Sorry, my rundown is totally messed up. That's my bad. Sorry, guys. This is my first time being remote, and we have to control our. And mine just decided to jump all the way to the end of the newscast. So that is my bad. I'm trying to get that back.
All right. After the break, we'll be right back with one last story for you.
Pressure.
Expectations.
Overwhelmed.
Mental health issues are real.
Suicide is the second leading cause of death among people aged 15 through 24.
But it doesn't have to stay that way.
If you're going through a difficult time,
hope and help is only a phone call away.
On the playing field, it is important to lean on your teammates for help.
It is important to lean on each other off the field, too.
Life isn't always easy and can sometimes feel overwhelming.
You don't have to face it alone.
We are all on the same team when it comes to looking out for each other.
There is hope.
You matter.
We care.
Help is just a phone call away.
Thanks for sticking around tonight. If you missed anything in this broadcast, everything we talked about will be posted online.